Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Expanse Reaction. This is our live, and my name is Matt. Okay, so last time on The Expanse, so we got to this alien planet of Ilus. We saw the like construct bug alien things. Then we went into like the construct place that Vasarala told us about. We saw it. We went into it. Nothing happened. Then we came back. Then Miller had like a meeting with like the souls of the lost ones at Eros or whatever that was. I'm not sure. And then he was like, "All right, let me get Holden." And then he went talked to Holden and was like, "Okay, now that shit's gonna work. So let's go." So then they went there and Holden did some gardening for Miller. And then it made the construct start operating again. It started moving, like the mechanism started moving, and then a thunderstorm started happening. And there you go. Also, apparently, the reason why everything was dark is because it was just nighttime. Because there is nighttime on Elos. That wasn't fully established, I don't think, but sure. But yeah, a thunderstorm just got summoned. Not even a thunderstorm because there's no storm. It's just like, well, I suppose it could be a thunderstorm, but instead of water, there's just thunders, right? Instead of rain, it's just just thunders, right? But yeah, thunders just started striking just all over the place, and that's where the episode ended. Um, on the other side of the story, we had Gunny, probably about to get framed by Lily. I believe that was her name. Sorry, I'm gonna open the DXT before I forget. The girlfriend with the cool short white hair of David, which is Gunny's like um he lives with Gunny, right? It's just like a random kid. But they were doing drugs or whatever. They were dealing drugs. But apparently, I believe she killed a dude, and then she hid the body where Gunny works. And so Gunny was immediately suspected for doing some bad stuff, and now she might get fucked for doing bad stuff because she did go and like beat up a bunch of people who were like, I just realized David's probably gonna die because like he's a loose end because he's like an actual witness of what actually happened and can tell the police, oh no, she saved me from like the drug dealers or whatever, right? This was like a drug operation going bad, but I don't know what's gonna happen there. Abasarella tried to regret Gunny, but Gunny was like, fuck you. Well, she was like, I'm not like your lapdog of Earth or whatever. Like she actually does care about Mars a lot. So she's like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but like no. So she just walked away. So some stuff might happen there. Um, and then we had like Drummer and Ashford, who are gonna go after Marco Inaros. I'm not sure if Marco Inaros is the name of a ship or a person. Because I thought it was a ship, and then somebody told me it was a person. Whatever. So they're gonna go after that, who is Naomi's asshole boyfriend, um, whoever who has been mentioned before. We never knew who it was, but we know that he was part of Naomi's past, and there you go. And a lot of people want him dead. A lot of people want him dead now, and there's a huge bounty after his head now because he was the person who destroyed the Sojourner. I believe that was the name of that ship. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Oh yeah, and then Owen or Chief Marjorie or whatever, Maury, he just killed a dude. He killed the one Belter dude who looked like he was gonna be important, and then it wasn't because he's dead now. He just got shot through the head instantly. So yeah, Owen killed him because and I want to see where that character goes. By the way, the character of Chief Mercury, because I get the feeling he's not like he's an asshole, but he's not an asshole. Like he's an asshole, but he's like a more like I do what needs to be done asshole rather than like I fucking hate you, so I'm gonna kill you asshole. This that last one is the boring one, right? So if it is the first one, it would be more interesting. But yeah, like did you? I don't care about you, asshole, right? But yeah. Anyway, I think we can just start with whatever we're gonna do here. Oh yeah, Emo's fucked. So yeah, The Expanse, season 4, episode 3. Let's go.
The lightning is moving in a straight line.
It's moving on a straight line. Oh, that's. Oh, it's gonna hit the town. Run.
Miller turned something on.
That sounds bad.
Is everyone okay?
More or less.
Power's out all over the place here.
Okay, so that didn't really.
The RCE stuff's coming back on. Murphy shot one of the belters.
What?
Why?
I don't know. I didn't see how it started, only the end of it. The belter wasn't armed, but it was
3 to 1.
God damn it.
Keep a lid on the situation.
Okay, you want me to shoot Morty?
No, I don't want anyone to shoot anyone. Just do what you can.
I like that he at any point didn't call him by the right name.
Hey, maybe he can
If
explain.
Miller knew or cared about us, he would have warned me about the settlement. Not sure I can trust him anymore.
3.71 seconds, exactly 3.22 kilometers apart. It's too consistent to be a natural phenomenon. Something has to be creating it. Well, get this. Each strike is a superposition of 13 separate discharges. It has to be one for each moon, right? The sensors first picked it up here.
On the construct, yeah. Right at the top. Did it start there? Or did it shoot up from there?
These worlds are a new start for all of us.
Oh.
Everybody finally gets a fair chance. Denying people
Everybody
that
gets a
opportunity would
pony
be-
and a blowjob. She sounds like she's running for fucking prom queen.
I was heading back from school and a couple guys come up to me and they said that you had to be at the Austin Shallows concourse in 15 minutes.
I'll be there, don't worry.
This is bait. This is 100% bait. Okay, what's up?
David used to cook for me after school. You gave him a permanent position when you destroyed my lab and cost me a lot of money. He's currently working off that debt. Till I'm paid, he isn't going anywhere. Just to the military storage rooms at the shipyard. All you need to do is accidentally leave one of the security doors open.
You're from the Rocinante?
Yes. Naomi Nagata. She's the chief engineer. You went to university, didn't you?
Yes. In the belt. Nothing fancy like Luna or Mars.
But you got your degree. That's what I want to do. They think I can't.
We know you can. And one day...
We're not having this conversation again.
Lucia.
We're building a home here, Felsia. You need to accept that.
Oh.
Tonight we do this. Yeah?
Okay, they're gonna try and take out.
Rounding up some people for later today.
Are you
Okay.
crazy? You were right there. You saw what happened to
Yeah, that's the reason we must do this now. You are part of this. No,
And shit.
leave me out of it. Murchie is going to pay for what he did. You better be there.
He heard that? Cool. Her heart's about to explode.
What do you think you're doing?
I need some parts.
All RC equipment stays here.
Well, you're not using it.
And it's ours. Put it down now.
Sure.
All right, that's enough! That's enough! Just let him take it.
Mertry said...
Yeah, I'll square it with Mercury.
I needed some parts and you weren't using it.
Listen, Mercury is my boss. My job is to follow orders. So don't think I won't shoot you if you pull that kind of shit again.
Okay. So does that mean we're not fucking anymore?
There's been another incident, Anilis.
New Terra. That's what our
Oh.
citizens call it, in case you forgot.
Has its name changed? What's happening there? Of course not. Because we don't know what's happening there. None of us do. Which is my goddamn point.
Colonizations of the ring systems is inevitable. And whatever is out there, we'll deal with it because that is the history of our species.
Right up to the moment that our species ceases to exist.
Which was about to happen previous season. Alright, so the moment that she was like, New Terra, that's what the citizens call it. It's the moment that it's like, alright, fuck you. Right? So Gunny, she might follow through on that. Or is she gonna go to the police?
I want to report a kidnapping.
A detective will see you now.
It's gonna be the detective that last time, the woman. And then she's just gonna not believe
I understand
anything.
you want to report a kidnapping? I'm Detective Esai Martin.
Oh shit, it's him!
How'd you know I'd go to the police?
You're a good Martian. I hope you now understand the severity of the situation.
This better be a one-time deal. Coming in for David or for me, bring a gun. I don't want to kill an unarmed man.
There's definitely some kind of structure directly below the path of the lightning. Several kilometers below.
Okay, so it's a construction that goes down.
Last strikes were at the chain of islands on the other side of the planet.
Okay.
So, crisis averted.
So it covers the whole planet then. Well, did it go 2 ways or did it only one way? It covers at least half the planet then. So this thing is just like the tip of the construction. Most of it is underneath the ground then.
When you undermine my team's authority, you put everybody here in danger, including your own crew.
Is that a threat? Mercury?
Call him by the real name now.
I know what you are.
Or similar, you and I.
And what is that?
A killer. You have all these excuses that make you seem right. But the truth is, your dick got hard when you smoked that guy in front of everybody. And you can't wait to do it again. From one killer to another. You don't want to try that shit with my people.
Someday I think you and I are going to end up bloody.
How about now? I'm free right now.
Mercury likes it a little bit. It's like, this is a fun dynamic we have right here. Alright. Political drama. By the way, I've been told that they recast the husband. So I wasn't crazy not knowing who the fuck that was.
Just tell me what you found on her.
Nancy Gao was accepted into the apprentice lottery on her first try. 1 week after she applied.
No one's that lucky.
She had help.
Former Secretary of Education, Javid, formally requesting that her application be given special consideration.
She jumped the line. She cheated. Leaked. Discreetly. The media will uncover the rest. Gao says people deserve the truth. Let's give it to them.
Okay, she's going for the throat. She's like, fuck it. Okay, Gunny, what do now? I feel like she has to do it now. What's that? There'll be an encryption module 7G. Oh, it's for communication, son. Yeah. Okay, so she's recording everyone who drops by, so she has some kind of information to give to people later. Okay, yeah, that guy. Yeah, they're taking the thing. Are you gonna do something about it, or you're just gonna keep that information to yourself and then just like send it to like authorities or whatever? They have something on their necks. Need to talk. Board Bridge Candy Transit Pod 449 meeting.
Can I help you with something?
You're the only one who can. Swelling on my leg's gone down faster than you said it would. Brace needs adjusting. I don't want any more violence. Just the truth and a peaceful resolution. I sense you feel the same way.
So help me find out who did it.
What are you doing in here?
Just having a conversation.
Like you were with the man you shot?
Belters, you always playing the victim.
Well, we've had a lot of practice because of men like you. Men who think our lives are disposable for your own gains.
Your lives? I had 23 of mine in the ground before they even set foot on
It
it.
doesn't give you the right to play judge, jury, and executioner.
She's gonna have a heart attack.
Naomi!
Guys, do you see this?
It's a construction.
Should be on top of it.
It's something spinning and blue. Another building is rising up. Another one of the guns took this song. It's coming out of the ground. Yeah. Cool.
Something's come up.
This was a one-time deal.
There's something we need to discuss. My buyers,
The Belters? OPA by my guess.
their politics don't bother me.
Where's David?
Back home, safe and sound.
Why didn't you just tell me you'd let him go?
I wanted to see how far I could push you before you shipped me.
Which is nothing at all. She already was ready to ship you.
Mars is changing. The ring gates are the new great hope. All those sensors and guidance systems we built for war, they're sitting in warehouses gathering dust, waiting for you to throw them out.
Because there's no more war.
I'm not a criminal.
She kind of is.
Mars is gonna need a lot more people like you.
Ash and I set up behind their module. On my signal, Kellen and Enzo open fire from the front. Flush them out the back. Then we finish this.
What about Lucia? You say she in on this?
She's not.
Yeah. She with us.
She's not,
Whether she
dude.
thinks so or no.
Fuck you.
A few days after we landed, a dozen people from Dubab collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
We realized their bodies had not responded to the gravity drugs.
Like yours.
I'll be fine.
You're not. They died.
That thing is chewing up a swath over 3 kilometers wide.
Okay.
If it continues on its current
Okay.
course, it's gonna clip the edge of the settlement. They're gonna get flattened.
Oh shit. Let me talk to my magical ghost friend.
Alex? Link into the Rossi's fire controls. We're gonna drop a torpedo on that thing. Conventional warhead.
What?
What? You're gonna nuke it?
We are witnessing something that human beings have never seen before. And your first instinct is to destroy it?
Yeah, before it destroys us.
No, there has to be something underneath, powering it. Meaning something immensely powerful.
This is
what
true.
if that blows up too?
This is
We
true.
still have time. We could go back to the settlement. We could evacuate.
And in the meantime, that thing could speed up, change course, do something else we can't even imagine, and then we'd be out of options. We can't take that chance.
All right, torpedoes ready.
Fire.
I think this is a dumb idea. But it might do nothing. Well, they're gonna see a nuke going off and gonna be like, what the fuck? It did nothing. Oh, it stopped it. It might fight back now, though. I feel like it's gonna resume.
Come, we go.
What?
Get out!
What tree? Yeah. Well, alright. Now there's been like 5 killings. Up from 1. He's gonna shoot him executioner style in the head now.
I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, that's the end? That went by really fast. Alright, so Marsh's dick, which we already kind of mentioned. The thing is that, like, okay, so he's more of a psycho then. Okay, I'm getting it. So, okay, I was kind of seeing it from the wrong perspective, I suppose, previous episode. Because the vibe I got from this guy was the fact that he was like a kind of down to business, I'm just gonna do the thing that I need to do, rather than I'm just gonna kill you because I hate you, right? So he still isn't the person that is just like, I'm gonna kill you because I hate you, because he's not emotional about it, which I like. But it's what Amos said. He just said, you're a killer, which means that you just get off on this. So what you do is you actually just look for an excuse to just kill people. And that's it, right? Like, he doesn't care about anybody. Like, that's the thing. It's that, like, if you hated someone and you kill them for it, it means that you care about that person, because you wouldn't care about someone that didn't elicit any emotional response in you. But these Belters don't do that to him. He just doesn't care. He just doesn't care about anyone else's life. So he's just a psychopath. Is it a psychopath or a sociopath? Which one is it? I never actually get the actual psychopathy, sometimes considered synonymous with sociopathy, is a traditional personality disorder characterized by persistent antisocial behavior, impaired empathy and remorse, and bold, disinhibited, and egotistical traits. Yeah. Sociopath. What is the difference with a okay. So if you look for sociopath, the first result is what is the difference? A sociopath typically has a conscience, but it's weak. A psychopath doesn't. Alright. Alright, so that's the key difference. Okay. So a sociopath typically has a conscience, but is weak. He might know that taking your money is wrong and might feel some guilt or remorse, but that won't stop him. Okay, so is Owen here? Marty. Is he a sociopath or a psychopath? Does he have any degree of conscience, or he doesn't? Like, I know that that didn't stop him, but that's according to WebMD. A sociopath would feel some kind of remorse, but he will still do it. Do I think he feels any kind of remorse? No, I don't. So he is a psychopath then. Also, just read like they don't necessarily are always just like cold, stone cold killers. That is the worst case, right? And I like that because it reminds me of like a House MD I watched, House MD episode I watched like years ago, where there was a patient who was a psychopath, and it got revealed to be a psychopath because they did some testing or whatever, and they saw like, all right, all this shit is wacko, is fucked up. You don't have any empathy, do you? And it was awesome because that it was a woman, and it was like, I think it was like a wife, right? And this woman was just all nice and awesome and just like the nicest person in the universe. And immediately when they said that you're a psychopath, aren't you? You just don't care about anyone. And she's like, all right, yeah, I don't. Just like facade immediately dropped. She was just like, yeah, I just don't give a shit. I'm just playing a character all the time, and I kind of hate that dude. It's just like, psychopaths are fun if they're actually good characters that you can write, because it is any character that is just not any character that is just not what is the word that I'm looking for? Neurotypical. Yeah, any character that's just not neurotypical is a fun character as long as it's well written, right? Because I feel like it's easy to just create a stereotype and just kind of roll with that and just be like, yeah, that guy's just crazy, and there you go. But if you actually have a character who is in some way neurodivergent, being a psychopath would make you neurodivergent, wouldn't it? I don't actually know anything about the field of like medicine and like psychomedicine, psychoanalysis, whatever, right? But like, what would that be? Because like whenever we start talking about that, it's always like this. No, because being a psychopath would be like biological, wouldn't it? Because it just means your chemicals are wacko. Like your chemicals are just not the ones that they should be for your brain, right? There's a lot of things that it's just like it's just literally not what it should be, what it is for like most people, right? And then yeah, that is not something you can fix with therapy. That is just something that is just broken. That is just something that is just weird like that. I got on a weird tangent. Okay, so Mercury is a psychopath. Okay, right. I got the read on that character now. Thank you, Amos, for just having that moment, because like I don't even think that like Amos is always right, but or anyone is always right. But the thing is that scene very much felt like the writer just came up and said to me, "This is a psychopath," and I was like, "Gotcha." Just gotcha. I get it. Amos saying this shit might as well just been the writer just telling me this is the character, and I'm just like, okay, got that. Moving on. Yeah, I like that, and the end of the episode ended with that. It ended with they just shot down like 5 people, and like, Yeah, they just shot down like 5 people, and then at the end he was just like, "Hope this answers your question." How's my Mercury boys, by the way? It's the Owen boys. It's just like, it's just kind of like this, you know. I'm this fucking boulder. Fucking. I kind of want to make fun of him because I make fun of Owen. Like, I'm sorry, Mercury. I know you're trying to be serious and a badass and a psychopath, but you're just Owen to me, and Owen is kind of an asshole, kind of a dickhead. Like, I keep shit talking Owen, but in the new season of Torchwood has actually been better, right? But still, God, it's awesome to have that actor back. By the way, completely forgot his name again. I'm trying to get it from memory. Burn something man. Burn Gorman. There you go. I'm glad to have this guy here. I feel like he plays the part really well. I feel... Okay, is he typecasted? Sometimes, because I feel like he can play a really good role of the asshole. I feel like he can really play the character of the asshole in whichever setting he has. It's just like, that guy, he's just playing the asshole. Whichever version of the asshole it might be. I feel like that is the character he was born to play. And I bet that he's just like the nicest person in the universe too. Like, it's always funny when that happens. Whenever an actor is just like, I am the asshole in everything that I play. And then you met them in real life and they're just like super nice. They're just the most chill person in the universe. It's like, that's funny to me. And I hope that's the case for him. And then somebody in the comments is going to be like, no, they're actually really fucked. And I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. like it happened with Cass Amber and shit. We're not going to talk about that. I don't even know where that went, by the way. I don't even know if that got resolved in any degree, but I'm just going to assume that was all true and just move on from that, right? Though it was funny because everybody always said like the cast member was like the best. Everybody at all times on like every comment section until they didn't. Until they were just like, nope. And immediately stopped. Right when that happened. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so I'm just gonna skim through the episode. Okay, so the lightning started striking on a line, actually. And I like that. I didn't realize that previous episode. I wonder if you could have noticed that previous episode. But yeah, they showed us that there was essentially just like every lightning was striking on a line, like moving on a specific direction, and one of them struck on the camp. And I thought that it was gonna be worse than it was. It only hit like a generator, like at the border of the camp. So that was like, okay, we're good, right? Because like there was a bunch of people like in this one spot, and I thought it was just gonna strike and everyone was gonna die, right? Luckily, that didn't happen. It's just like destroy a generator and we lost power for like a day or something like that. But yeah, it kept going and apparently it kept going and made its way halfway across the planet. And I want to know, did it cover it halfway across the planet or the entire planet? Right? Because I'm thinking about it. If it was one lightning that kept going in one line, sorry, I hit the mic for like a second. But if it was one line that kept going in one line, it only covered half the planet, right? So the planet's like that, and it felt hit that, and it went all the way here. But if it was just like a double series of lightning that's originated from the top, and then it went like this, and then it converged here, then it did made its way all around the planet. And also the woman said, the scientist woman, whatever her name is, she said that apparently there is construct, like the whatever shit that we saw, the building that we came here to see in the first place, that had still like, that was still part of the construct underneath it. Like it kept going underneath it. So under the earth, there was still construction, and apparently all like everywhere where the lightning hit was still part of the construct. So that was all. Did I misunderstand that? I don't remember where it was. But I think that it what it actually says is that like every place where the lightning hit was still a construct. So it was essentially a line of something being built underneath the earth, all the way halfway across the world then. And then somewhere, which I'm assuming wasn't very far away, I assume it was like right here, right? Like right next to them. Something started erupting, and then they went to see it, and it was another construct. It was another building that was just rising, and it was like spinning too, right? But it was looking like the same building that we were just in, right? I call them building. I don't know what to call it, construct, building, whatever that is. It looks like a fang, right? It's like curved, right? Like whatever, right? So that started rising, and it was like spinning too. And every spin, it really looked like it was breaking the earth in order to come out. And they were worried that it was going to continue to rise up until the point where it's going to fuck up the settlement, because the settlement was apparently nearby enough that if it kept going for, I don't know for how long, it would have, there's a bug that just flew by. It would have eventually just hit the settlement, and it would have just fucked everything up. So Holden was like, all right, we're done with this shit. Let's just fucking nuke it. It wasn't a nuke. It was just a missile. I thought it was a nuke, but it was just like regular ass missile. But that seemed to have stopped it. Maybe. We don't know what that was going to be. Miller has bailed out on us again. He is not showing up. He's not telling us what to do. Yeah, so that's what happened with that. We still don't have any answers on that. Okay, so Nancy Gao, that is her name, right? Nancy Gao. She's running for I don't remember what the fuck the title of Christian is. Madam Undersecretary General, whatever. I don't care. President of the world. So Nancy Gao is also trying to run for president of the world now. And the thing is that if she was like... So if she was like a nice person about it, it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, maybe, right? Because like the thing is that like her position on like episode 1, I think, she was like, there's a bunch of people out there in the ships that are waiting to go through the ring, and we're not giving them the permission to go through. And the reason for that is because Christian is like, we don't know what we're dealing with, and it might be a bad thing, and we might destroy the entire race if we mess with things we don't understand yet, right? Nancy Gao is like, people are out there dying on their ships, getting hit by pirates, because we just keep them waiting instead of giving them the go ahead. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people in the world that are unemployed. Like half of the world's population is unemployed. They're on basic, and it's like they want to go out there and explore. Like they want to go out there and see some new opportunities. They want to go out there and colonize. Like it's a new beginning for them. They want something more than what they have right here, which is almost nothing. Which is honestly a very fair stance to have. It actually makes a lot of sense, right? The problem, like the fact that in episode 1 something fell. What was that? Like the fact that on episode 1, I remember, I think she was the first one that actually let me know what she wanted to do. Like she said, there's all these people, they're unemployed, they're out there, they're wanting to go seek out new opportunities. We should let them. They're gonna get raided by pirates, whatever, all that shit. And I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. We should probably do that. And then Christian said, well, we don't know what we're dealing with yet. And then I was like, that's true. We're dealing with some crazy alien bullshit or whatever. So maybe we should hold on that. So the fact that both of them have like a very fair point and position that they're taking, I'm just like, good. Thing is that Mrs. Gao here showed up in this episode, and she made a very like, not evil guy remark, but almost evil guy remark, where she showed up and Christian referred to the planet as Ilus, and Nancy Gao said New Terra. That's what our people called it, remember? And then Christian is like, I don't fucking care. Like the name does not change what is actually going down in that planet, which is all like, she actually did mention some shit is happening there, and Nancy Go did not care about it. She's just like, whatever. Our species, as always, overcome struggles. If they want to go out there and they know what they're getting themselves into, then we should just let them. And Christian is just like, it's like, it might end the whole race, right? If I just kill the entire species of humans, but whatever, she doesn't seem to care. But the like bad sign immediately was the New Terra. That's what our people call it, which is like, it's a very like, I don't give a shit what those other filthy guys call it. That's not its actual name. We're gonna give it its actual name because we're Earthers and we matter more than they do. And I don't even care if they went there first and they named it first. New Terra. Let's go Earth, right? It's a very feeling like that, right? Christian calls it by its actual name that the Belters gave it, and Nancy immediately corrects her and calls it by the Earth name that Earthers gave it. Oh yeah, and Christian did find something that showed that Nancy Go was apparently, she apparently got some help in order to get ahead of the competition, getting her power, getting to like university. I think she had some inside help from someone. So the only reason why she's here, that she made it all the way up there, like she keeps saying like, oh, I was kept in basic, I was born poor or whatever, and then I fought my way here and I got here, god damn it. But then the Christian finds, well, she actually didn't. She actually just like, she actually had inside help, and there you go. And then she decided to leak it. She's just like, fuck it, I'll fight. Which is a very Christian thing to do. Okay, so Gunny encounters, okay, so David is kidnapped apparently, and then she encounters Lily and this bald guy. Lily seems to be a complete asshole and also a child. The bald guy shows up and he's like, okay, so we have the boy and you're gonna help us, and you're gonna help us because you're this like, it's like an armory where Gunny works at. It's just like you dismantle ships or whatever shit the military left behind. So what we need you to do is to let the door open for us to take some shit that is, I just kill a mosquito with one hand. I Mr. Miyagi that shit. You saw that. You see it on my fingers right there. It's like right. There you go. You can see it. It's my pinky. Anyway, so I'm gonna go wash my hands. Be right back. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the Gunny shit. So they got Gunny to do some dirty work for them. The bald guy did, and I like that Gunny went to the police first. She was like, "All right, I'm gonna report a kidnapping / ransom, whatever." Right? And then she goes, and I'm like, it's gonna be the asshole detective from like previous episode, right? And then it's like, no, it's the bald guy. The guy who told her to do it is actually the detective, and apparently he's like really well renowned or whatever. So it's like the Miller shit again. It's the Miller shit again. Just corrupt police, whatever, working for. In that day it was like DOS. Now it's just like, I don't know. Could still be DOS. Like, I don't know what power they're working for, but whatever. So Gunny has no choice but to actually do what they're telling her to do. And I thought it was gonna go bad for Gunny. It seems like it didn't. It seems like it's fine. It might not be fine next episode, but it seems like it's fine for now. So what I'm assuming that storyline is gonna be is that so they took that shit. It was like a tight beam modulator or whatever. So it was like some communications thing. So they might be able to intercept some like high tech advanced military grade conversations, maybe something like that, or they might be able to stop something, or I don't know. So or they may be able to themselves send like super encrypted messaging that nobody else may be able to intercept, or maybe it's for long distance communications, maybe through the ring or some shit like that. We'll see. So that is happening on that side of the story. It seems that she's fine now. It seems that David's fine now, but we'll see where that goes. So yeah, maybe they're gonna do that, and then Gunny's gonna like maybe Maybe that is thread is gonna converge with Avasarala's, and she's gonna be like, all right, so this is what happened, and she's gonna be like, you did what, and then whatever, right? Okay, so Naomi and Amos are helping the Belters fix their shit. Amos is like, all right, we need a new generator, so I'm gonna go take it from the Earthers, which Murphy gave them explicit orders to not help them, and then Amos was like, fuck it, I'm taking it anyway, and so the woman that Amos fucked, I thought she was a Belter. No, she's actually an Earther from Murphy's team. She's like Murphy's second in command, maybe. I don't know why I thought she was a Belter. I misremembered. But Amos just walked in and took the generator. He didn't give a shit. He was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm taking it. They were about to shoot him. And he was like, yeah, whatever. He also fist fought a couple of them. So she saved his ass. So that night of passion, quote unquote, they had actually did mean something. Because it mattered to hit this scene for it to happen. Then Amos and Mercury had a scene where Amos just had this moment with Mercury where he was just like, you're just a psychopath. And Mercury was like, hey. And I like that Amos was like, from one killer to another, you better not mess with my crew. Because I had this moment earlier in the episode where I was like, these two are kind of similar, aren't they? They both like don't give a shit. And I think they do. Like, I think they are kind of similar. Thing is that Amos is not... How do I put it? Like, it feels like Amos has learned to be like that, where Murphy's just fundamentally broken as a person. like, he's just a psychopath. Amos kind of tries to be a psychopath in order to cope with the world, almost. Again, I haven't read his turn or whatever, but we get I get what kind of character Amos is by now. So I feel like Amos kind of doesn't give a shit because he's learned not to give a shit just to deal with the world better. Right? But he does care about it like his crew at least. You know, there's a group of people that he's like, those are my boys. I'm taking care of them. There you go. So then moving forward, what else? Marjorie talks to Lucia. I don't remember how the pronunciation of that goes. If it's like Spanish, it's Lucia, but I think it was Lucia. So he encounters Lucia, and he tries to tell her that he tries to convince her that he's not so bad. He actually did act out as if he was just chilling. And then Naomi bursted in, and Naomi was like, fuck you. And then she almost had a heart attack and died instantly. To which then Lucia goes like, okay, listen, we had a lot of people like you when we first came here to the planet, a bunch of Belters that didn't accustom to the drugs when they first landed on the planet, and the gravity just didn't do it for them. So I'm just gonna ask you to just take it easy, to just lay down. Please don't do this because you're gonna be dead in like a day. And Naomi's like, I don't care. I'm big and strong. And there you go. That's what's gonna happen with Naomi. Naomi's super stubborn. She's always has been. But now she might literally die because she's too stubborn. So there you go. And then there's the thing with the construct, and then Mercury shot everybody. Alright. So that's what happened in the episode. Cool. We'll see where that goes then. Oh my god. I'm tired, dude. I'm tired. Like I also like slept up until like recently. Like very like minutes before I started recording. I like napped. But the thing is that like, dude, like quarantine has fucked me up like really badly. Like I haven't released like the classic Doctor Who episodes yet. I haven't recorded this month nor previous months because I'm just like tired all the time. I'm just like, I just want to lay down here and sleep, dude. I just don't have it in me to have any energy right now, and it's been bad. And also like my house has been going on some like remodeling, and like it's just like I have to take care of shit. I have to pay attention to shit, and I like sometimes like right now the kitchen is not functional, so I can't just go and like get myself some food or anything. It's like very limited what I can do. So it's like, dude, just like I'm tired. I'm tired all day, dude. But okay, I think that was it for this episode of The Expanse. So I don't think there's anything else I miss. Yeah. Oh, we didn't have any drama Ash for this episode. Okay, so we might get some of that next episode then. That would be fun if we go back to that. But yeah, that was it for this episode then. Thank you for being here. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching this reaction episode to The Expanse. If you would like to see the next one, it should already be up on Patreon, as well as full length. Check out the links in the description, and I'll see you next time. Okay, everyone? Take care. Bye.